All right. Hi, YouTube as well. Codechef will pay me for looking at their website, problems, content, just everything, whatever I want to do. And I just need to, write down some feedback for them. They were recently acquired by an academy, and now they have more resources. That mainly means money to, make things better. And as I'm quite experienced competitor, and also I have you can tell me also what you don't like about Codechef. We can do this kind of review. In particular, I don't like this main website, and I'm going to write down what I think this should be, because in my opinion this is very clunky. Is that a word? So yeah, I guess I should do this. Codechef review. Their discussion page is trash. But is it because people don't post valuable comments? If yes, then no, I cannot really, I shouldn't really say, oh, your discuss forum is bad. What, close it? It's scuffed. I'm looking at dictionary what scuffed means. I don't know. Profile visit option not there. What? You mean to see somebody's profile? Account? Do I want to show that? Yes, I can. What do you mean profile visit option not there? Or you mean from forum? Urban Dictionary for scuffed? Okay. I'm not doing that on my main monitor. Alright, well, it's not that bad. A shit product. Alright, now I get it. You can type in the link. What do you mean? Like here? Oh, you can search other profiles. Alright, and now I get it. You're talking that Codechef lacks this find user thing. Yeah, I will write it down. I'm going to open a new Google document. It won't be like public for you. New blank. This will do, right? Fine, and then this is Codechef review or Codechef feedback. We'll increase the font so it would be easier for you to see. And what? I will just write down a lot of points. Should I number them? Maybe. Will I insert new points? Or maybe there will be a few categories of what is missing or what is bad. For now, let's do it as like a free flow. Just let's write down some stuff. Then once I see what kind of things we're writing down, then I will maybe group them. And yeah, there is find user feature. And no, I don't want this to be bold. So Codechef asked you to review this, or this is of your own accord? Let me explain. Codechef recently, meaning a few weeks ago, reached out to me saying, hey, maybe you want to work for us, create contests, be coordinator or co-coordinator. We want to hire you. And I said that I do a lot of other things and I'm not going to work full-time for you. but we talked about various things I could do, and in particular I pitched to them the IOI idea. No, this where's my block entries? There is how to be a good tester in Works, but this community IOI weekly classes, you can, I will paste the link in chat if you want to read about it. But this idea of mine, I told them, hey, maybe you want to organize this if you have money to pay teachers. They said sure. So that's one thing. And the other, I told them, if you want me to do some stuff for you, what about, oh yeah, actually they proposed that maybe I can help them with YouTube channel. Codechef now, YouTube, no. They have this channel, and I think the first thing we talked about is that maybe I want to make videos for this channel, or like oversee it, coordinate it. And I have my own channel, so I prefer to do stuff for my channel, but what I can do for them is give them some tips, some advice about proper like YouTube videos, and it will be great because they will produce better content. That's awesome. Remember, all of that is for free. Guys, this is promotional video, it seems. What about this is promotional? Let me read the chat. Huge difficulty gaps in contests. I will write this down, but I don't think there's something particular you can do about it. Like, it's an issue with every platform. So later I will remove some points. Can I? Yeah, I can cross it. We shouldn't make it another Codeforces, right? But what is the difference then, and why you don't want to make Codechef better? Codechef Discuss website is trash. I don't use it, so I can believe you. Let's say that for now I paste it, but this is not valuable feedback to them. Yeah, Codechef homepage is terrible. I don't like this layout at all. I will maybe design a new one, I don't know. Too much empty space on the sides, good point. We can see submissions from the profile page, good point. Send message feature, I don't think it's a good point. I think Codechef has so many users, so many beginners too. Already in Codeforces, it's very bad for top people that you get tons of messages. Maybe the online last visited feature too? Not really, it isn't that important. We don't need to copy Codeforces. Don't promote shit product of Codechef. I don't understand some people. The videos are too long for a single problem. Let's think about it. I too applied for YouTube content but did not have a drawing tablet. Drawing tablet is very important for this kind of educational videos. Are unofficial participation not allowed? Is it important though? What about virtual participation? Is virtual participation, does it exist in Codechef? A web app. Okay, it isn't official, but I think that's important feature. You stream early because of Indian time? No, I stream early because right now my girlfriend isn't home, so it's more convenient for me to stream. In general, I stream on my evenings because it's convenient for viewers in general. So by default, if I only were to choose one time, it would be for sure and evening. But in terms of my real life, actually, I prefer morning or noon. No frequent update in rank list. Okay, chat, you need to slow down because that's just too much to process. I will dump just some comments here to then go through them. Does Codechef have good problems? Sure, some of them. Part is out of competition for Div1 users, but they don't have only Div2 contests. Every contest is Div1 plus 2. Stay away from an academy. They are known to ditch their educators once they find you not useful. I mean, do they have some kind of agreement and they break it, or what? Rating credibility. What can we do about it? Whole site is trash. I don't agree. Codechef is monetizing competitive programming in India. Okay, let's address this once. Regarding the Codechef bet. There are two arguments for Codechef bet. One is the quality of problems, and yeah, I prefer problems in Codeforces, but actually I prefer problems in AdCoder. So for me, it's AdCoder, Codeforces, and slightly after Codeforces there's Codechef. And so what, should I shit on Codeforces because it's worse than AdCoder? Codechef is still one of the best platforms. And the other one is advertising something expensive. Come on, Codeforce, every second Codeforces round is sponsored. So I don't see a big difference. Actually, from when we open, let's say November lunchtime, from this page, I don't see any advertising. So in terms of monetizing competitive programming, whatever extra they want to do, I don't mind. You shouldn't either. And here there is no advertisements whatsoever, right? While Codeforces round announcements, they are mostly advertising. And you don't need to buy an academy, okay? So we discussed the Codechef bet. Blocks and Codechef should be unified. I don't get that point. All right, but because still I'm far behind in chat, maybe I should just move it here. Practice questions in case of wrong answer. Good point, but I think there are other reasons for that. Go from Codechef discuss. More official rounds. That's not something you can change, just because you want it. No. Long challenge should be short. The point of long challenge is that it's long. So much cheating in long challenges. That's true. So, but what, should they not update rating for those? Should they not display leaderboard? We can think about it, We can make submissions in every 25 seconds. That's not an issue. Best website, AdCoder has best problems. Codeforces has best community. But it isn't perfect. It's far from perfect. Make long unrated? Maybe. Logo sucks. Whatever. I don't like the chef hero in problems. It's often too forced. When the problem is about food or dishes, then sure. Other than that, it shouldn't matter. If you go through my problems, you will notice that also I stopped using Limac, bare Limac in all problems. But some people would prefer that, actually, for me to use Limac in every single problem. Shorter editorials. Okay, just again, please stop with new ideas. I need to go through those. So let's say that once every half an hour or an hour, I will ask you, chat, for more suggestions. Virtual participation, yeah. Test cases, I'm aware. Weird difficulty tags. Please, only things related to the stream today, otherwise there will be just too much spam in the chat. I need to remember next time to ask people earlier about this. Announcement system, yes, this is very bad. And I saw this be the announcement system. I think is very bad, and people don't see announcements. There are some updates about constraints, for example, and what? One has to go to homepage every 15 minutes. Yep, I agree. Ariane, very good point. I don't get this. Spac, what do you mean with solving this? So, Spac, once you hear this, please write a new comment. Yeah. I agree, Ariane, and I saw somebody in Codeverse describing the situation recently. Unrated runs. I hate the fact that in compete there is so much stuff. Like this. Yeah, they should distinguish rated from unrated. The point of this stream is for me to get also ideas from the community and write down some proposal of what should change. Codechef wants to get better, but we need to tell them how and why. More Division 2 contests. I mean, long challenges do not help beginners because people just copy-paste code. You don't have to copy-paste code. If you want to learn, then you cannot cheat. I don't get this point. When I was beginner, I liked long challenges and I participated in many of them. Maybe not many of them, but in some. And I didn't cheat. And I learned from that. There are 3 things I recommend to beginners, or like not advanced people. At Coder Beginner Contest, Codeverse Educational, and Codechef Long. Those 3 things are best for beginners, in my opinion. Make long challenge unrated. Maybe that's a good idea. Bring questions gradually in days for a long challenge. It's worth considering, but I wouldn't like it. As somebody experienced, I would prefer on the first day to see 10 problems and be able to tackle all of them. You are free to start every next problem next day. Time limit for submission, like Facebook Hacker Cup. What? No, they shouldn't change the system completely. Timer not available. Right. Damn it, still I'm so far behind. A few minutes, there are so many comments. The 9-point system, not necessary. Yeah, I'm reading both YouTube and Twitch. Difficulty tag but not rating tag. Not every platform can introduce rating tag. Penalty and unlocked ambitions, I don't like the idea. Give me a shout out? No, you will be forgotten. Rating system rigged. If you want to propose a new one, I don't see how it's rigged. Problems not ordered by difficulty. I don't like it at all. do, so I agree. The verdict, okay. Spec means that if you don't solve a problem in contest and you solve it later, the verdict tick doesn't get updated on contest page. All right. I don't like this about at Top Coder and Codechef 2 that you don't care about upsolving. In Codeforces, when you open a problem set, at least you see this, right? You see the list of problems and you see which ones you solved. Or when you open a single contest where I participated, let's say this one, I can try to upsolve all of them. Right? There, I have some motivation. In AdCoder, there is at least external tool for that, checklist, and it helps me a lot. I use it every time when I upsolve AdCoder problems. I wonder if there's similar tool for Codechef. I will check. And you know, my long-term goal is to solve all those AdCoder Grand Contest problems. Codechef checklist. No, there is none. So this is my ID. All long contest into separate gym channel. Okay, also now stop new ideas. After this comment, I only want to discuss what was already proposed. I will not read, I will not address further ideas. Oh, the chat is so active. Where was I? I just hate user interface. Me too. Should shift in practice section. They need to find and ban cheaters. It is difficult. For any big platform, it is difficult. Yeah, I already got it. Better editorial needed? I think they have very good editorials recently, don't they? Sample explanations and drawings, that's for sure. Delays with getting Ladus, I don't know about that. I never cared about it, but I can write it down. Titles like that you have 7-star, and the number of stars, it's good enough. Admins should engage more with community like Mike does. I don't think Mike engages that much with community. Tips on greedy questions. I don't know, solve more greedy questions. Standings that, oh yeah, that's very bad. Standings do not reveal points. Thank you, Sugar and Wine. Now, no new ideas, as it was said. From now, are you associated with Codechef? Just like I'm associated with Codeforces or AdCoder or Top Coder. So, no, not really. I'm now reading this to see what you have to say about ideas that were already there. I'm not reading new ideas. Shuffling problems more beneficial than arranging them difficulty-wise. So this is about... It was somewhere here. Can you talk more about your relationship? I already said that, but I can repeat. Am I a founder of Codechef? No. Actually, okay, this made me laugh, but I understand the question because people just see the title, Codechef review. The deal is, Codechef reached out to me and told me, hey, can we pay you if you tell us what to improve on the website? Well, usually when I participate in Codechef contests, and you can see that in my channel, I complain a lot. Even the lunchtime from 2 days ago, I complained about something. That was weak tests in one problem, no sample explanations, and maybe something more. I don't remember. Oh yeah, subtasks. And now, for this complaining, I can get paid. So I cannot imagine a better deal. But I'm not associated with Codechef. Also, I did work for Codeforces, AdCoder, TopCoder. Yeah, I'm actually founder of Codeforces, Codechef, and AdCoder. That's true. What happened to this? So, regarding IOI weekly class, which is... Oh, no, I closed it. It will happen. I didn't get valuable feedback from Codeforces blog. Nothing new was said there. Some people reached out to me in private. But in December, maybe I will make a trial lesson. All right. So, can I collab with William Lin? I guess I can. We already did one video together. It was, or maybe even two. It was quiet. You know, without planning. All right, now maybe I can move stuff around. Like that will work. William is busy, so am I. All right, I'm not getting new discussions from, new ideas from you. If you put new idea now, I will not address it, sorry. Let's go through what is here. I will list from most important ones. So the idea, I want to today think about the user interface and what should be here on the main page. I hate this view. I don't know about you, but there are so many things here. In Codeforces, when you enter a contest, what do you see? You won't see this during a contest. Practice. Actually, I would remove this from Codeforces. Clone contest to mashup. This is only for people who teach with Codeforces. And there are announcements and questions here. Actually, I would change things on this page too, but it's still much cleaner than Codechef page. Or maybe it's just my opinion. But ordering from kind of importance or priority, what is there? Virtual participation. There is huge difficulty gaps. I think I'm going to remove it because, or maybe instead of removing, I should say can't do much about it, this kind of category. And this will happen on every website. This happens in Codeforces too. You can, the better coordinator is and the more testers you have, the better you can fight it, but that's mainly it. Codechef Discuss website is trash. To address it, I need to open Discuss page. Preparation for interview. Whoa, this is quite frequent. Maybe Codeforces is similarly frequent. Maybe not. What about separating editorials from everything else? Codeforces has only one editorial per whole contest, and I think that it's better to split it into separate problems. It's very fine. In Codeforces there is contest announcement and then editorial. And to find some info about your particular problem, to see if somebody already described an alternative solution that you are thinking of, it's bad. You don't know where to do that. Here this is better, but maybe it's good to separate editorials from the rest. What is happening? In Codechef below the main stuff, Codeforces contest page is good because it is minimalistic. Yeah, I'm a fan of minimalistic things. Maybe they can remove all the rules they post on each page. For sure, yes, I think this should be done. But that's one of... Okay, I need to redesign this this page first, this list of mine. Find user feature. Let's say that here this will be sorted by importance. Codechef Discuss website is trash. I will put it in can't do much about it. We can see submissions from the profile page. List of submissions in profile page. Send message feature. I will put it in don't want it. I see how it is useful. It can be useful. And if Codechef wants to really bring the whole competitive programming community there, you need that feature. In Codeforces, I reach out to some other participants using messages. But already in Codeforces, it's pretty bad. I get many messages, and I'm sure there are some people in the top who just don't use messages anymore. They don't read because there is so much spam. It won't be better in Codechef. I will say that it's in category of don't want it. Make them redesign UI. They don't know how to redesign UI. People working on UI in Codechef, they are not that experienced competitors, most likely. So it's better if I tell them what to do, if we tell them. You can categorize the ideas to later. For now, there are not that many of them. Add friend feature. Actually, I shouldn't say feature. All of that is features. Virtual participation feature. Add a friend. Is it because... yeah. Okay, here you go. List of submissions in profile page. Send message. Maybe this will be YouTube category. Videos too long. There, it's a trade-off between being detailed and not. Light dark custom UI themes. I appreciate the idea, but it's too much right now. I'm not writing it down, even though maybe I should. But no new ideas now, please. You can search user on rating page under more. Where is rating page? Okay, I saw it there on the right. Let's see how hard it is. Rating. I don't see it here. Did you see the, did you hear the sound? It's quite loud. In profile, I can open Codechef rating. Okay, maybe that's not it. Where are you saying you can search? You know, you can always do this. Codechef Erichta, and you will find me. But actually, in code, when I'm looking for something in Codeforces, I never use the search feature. Okay, I search users here because after typing prefix of somebody's nickname, it will be suggested. Maybe I don't know how Radeusz is spelled. I will type Rade W, and there are suggestions. So it is useful indeed. For blogs, there is also this, this search option, but I never use it. Google is better for that. I will still find a user useful. Under more on above bar. Okay, this button should put you to Codechef. You know what I don't like in Codeforces? When you enter any sponsored tournament or something, maybe this one will satisfy that. Yeah, now it's impossible to conveniently go back to Codeforces because they changed Codeforces logo to TechnoCap. And from this page or from here, who wants to get to the main page for the contest? What? Everybody clicking here, they want to move to Codeforces. Maybe I should make a separate list for Codeforces, but I'm getting back to Codeforces to compare things and to better say what Codechef should do. No frequent update in rank list. I think it's quite important. By this we mean leaderboard, right? I don't, or maybe rating too. Sorry, I wanted to say more, and now Codechef ratings. Oh, there is FAQ, and now you can find somebody. Wait. Okay, I thought that enter didn't work. There is Eric Tosan, but he isn't doing very well, so I'm not proud. Oh. Find a user. It's now in more ratings. I don't think this is good place. Actually tell them to rebuild the whole website. But then what happens is what is happening with Topcoder for the past 3 years. They don't know how, and they keep working on it. It's better to tell them how it should look like. Maybe at the end of this stream, I will open Paint and I will draw the website for them, and maybe I will ask them to create that. Home is near the logo anyway. Were you talking about the TechnoCap thing? Sorry that I'm not following chat. There's so many things happening. This here? Oh, home. I never in my life used this button. It's just so convenient to click the logo. Interesting. So the only time when we need this button is when we are inside some contest. That's a very rare use case. But I understand how you want the first thing here to be home. In particular, you want to point somewhere to where you are right now. There is help. Who is first in Poland? I think Christmas. But this is really about who uses Codechef frequently. Rating change predictor extension. That's about making the extension. You gotta design him? I already did. Eric Tosan, 2 stars, don't even talk to me. Web designer. When I use something for so many years, I can have some say in how to do it better. Don't you think they will be rattled when you bombard them with so many requests? I will list them. I will sort them by priority. Oh, most educational rounds take you to harbor space. Thanks, that's a good insight. Now I understand why you want to use home button a lot. Needs hacks feature. No, it doesn't. You can also add friends, but creating my set under your profile, but it is difficult to search easily. My set under your profile. Good luck in your journey. To-do list on Codechef is bad. I will check it out much later. API is logged. Okay, that's understandable reason not to make predictor then, but I wouldn't say it's that important. A priority queue. Yeah, a priority queue would be nice because I'm going to add new things later. Separate thread for each problem. I don't want feedback about code forces. To-do list is the best. The most corrupt company. That's interesting. You can send me some links with direct messages and I can read about corruption there, but that's not my problem today. You cannot see file desks. That's here. All right. No frequent update in the leaderboard. Did I move it somewhere? It's here. Live streams by editorialists were better? I think that videos can be much better than live streams. It requires a lot of skill to make a good live stream, I would say, and to be able to mix answering questions with presenting what you want to show. So I would say that videos are better than live streams for an editorial, but we can check later. This thing today is not the only Codechef review stream I will have. Some other day I can open their YouTube channel and just, check out a few videos and write down my suggestions about it. What are you doing now? You can type today command in Twitch to read more about it. I'm listing down things for Codechef to improve. They hired me for, let's say, several hours. A small task. Don't want it. Live streams instead of video editorials. I don't agree with that point. Okay, then revealing tests for which you fail in practice. Not every platform does that. And the fact that Codeforces does it, this is a little bit of cheating, I appreciate the fact that when I practiced so much 5 years ago, 10 years ago, so many times I didn't see a test and I needed to, analyze my code, try many tests, stress test it. It forces you to train something. For me, as a very experienced competitor, I prefer to be able to see a test case and I will be the one deciding when to do it. But for beginners, I would say it's fine not to show anything. But yeah. That being said, tests in Codechef tends to be very big. They want to have huge files. I will put it in don't want it with a reason. Okay, the two reasons are: it's kind of good to practice not knowing tests. Second, Codechef has huge tests. In Codeforces there is, let's say, 100 tests, and the first few of them will usually be quite small. In Codechef, because of the judging system limitations. They only have a few tests with test cases, and tests are huge. What we can do is we can do what AdCoder does. Maybe they should publish it to some, let's say, Dropbox repository. Can't do much about it. So let's say here, upload tests like in AdCoder. They just typed cakewalk, easy, hard. No new things now. I want to go through this list first. No direct option to go from Codechef Discuss to main Codechef website. Okay, good point. Button to go from Codechef Discuss to main page. Even if your code fails on test case 1, the judge will run your code on all files, but maybe they use parallel computing, parallel judging. I don't know. I won't tell them to redo their backend. That's too big of a deal. I know I designed a platform to judge problems too. This is a lot of work. Access to person's submissions. That's kind of already here, or maybe here, or from leaderboard. That's an important point, because this is how you learn. A good point in learning is that when you struggled with a problem or you are not sure about implementation, you should read codes by people from the top. Oh, how did he solve it in 5 minutes? Let's see his code. Very difficulty tags. Then better difficulty tags. It isn't as difficult as, just making better problems. So much cheating in long challenges. I will put it here. The only solution for that, because you can run the different programs to catch similar codes, but it's very difficult for every platform to do it. Even in Codeforces, even though there is such a system, sometimes people point out two obviously similar solutions because the system didn't catch them. Some solution to this is to make the long challenge unrated. I will point here, make long unrated. Okay, this I added already. Sorry that I'm not reading all the messages, there are just too many of them. We know it's hard, but they don't even check if you share the links for multiple exact copy-paste codes. Now, is there a button to report similar codes? Wait a second. In Codechef, is it possible to see codes by other people? Read our messages, streamer. I need to, right? There is a forum official. How about making it unrated for division 1? What's the point? But if somebody is a beginner, then you want them to cheat? Button to report like lead codes. Yeah. The long challenge attracts a lot of participants though, and if you make it completely unrated, it will stop being so big. People won't participate anymore. It will just be, a training competition. And we can talk about it. Announcement system bad. I agree. This is listed by priority, and in the top there are things related to a contest. Find a user, add a friend. I would say that this is also important, at least to me, if I practice. What did I say 10 seconds ago? I forgot. Something about the contest, right? Announcements. For several penalties for cheating, like jail time. Yeah, that's a good solution. They can reveal the problems in sets. I don't think it helps against cheating that much. After every long contest, they pin a blog post to report in discuss forum. I don't know if that's the best system. You can see other people's codes, but it is 4 or 5 click process. Can you describe me that process? When you open a problem, I know that on the right there is list of submissions, but can you search there? What's the issue with reducing the number of days? Well, it's long for a reason, so you would have many days to think about problems. I remember how I used more than one day to think about long problems. I had to spend like 10 hours on optimization problem, to spend many hours on one very difficult problem that I knew how to solve, but it's a long implementation, and on some other problem I fought for like 2 or 3 days. Maybe I wouldn't mind making it 5 day long instead of 10 days, but also I don't think it will help that much. So, like something like low risk, low reward. It's not really a risk, but low cost and low improvement. Add the report button to it. That's kind of to do. Where is it? See other codes. I will make this look nicer later. The manpower they spend in making long challenges can be used to make shorter contests, but I like long challenges. If you really want to learn, you shouldn't worry that much about even half the people cheating. Whatever, man, just try to solve problems and get to the top. If you're trying to win, you are not affected by cheaters. Cheating doesn't happen in the hardest problem, I believe, because you would need to get somebody so strong to help you. Number of contests by Codechef, this will just decrease quality. They should improve quality rather than quantity of contests. A very pro streamer, that's why you're not reading my message. Exactly. You're right, Deepak. Yeah, I agree with Shivam. Now that they have also added videos and so on, if they want to put so much money in it, including video editorials, then they want a lot of participants to participate. And really, from the company's perspective, cheating isn't that big of a deal. They will want to see numbers. Now, I'm sure that now it's Codechef needs to listen to an academy in some ways. I don't know how much. Maybe it's just, once every month there will be a thing like, try to make this more, or maybe just it's full on saying exactly do this, this and that. I don't believe that, because Codechef still makes everything the same for free, just with extra stuff. But I don't know how much this dependence is, how big it is, but for sure they wouldn't want to make long challenge unrated. You're right. Go to problem page, submission, search username. Okay, thank you for the list of steps. Why? Okay. Codechef focusing on improving website. Yeah, it's exactly because now they get more money to do things. No? So when you have money, you want to improve your website. That's obvious. Imagine that you're a startup or something, or even just a small company, working for 10 years already, and then suddenly you get a big investor and you get 3 times more money. Then what do you want to do? You want to redo your website, for example. You want to spend more time and effort. You want to make more stuff. That's what they're doing. I would do the same. Also, from leaderboard, you can directly go to submission 2. I think the guy was talking about going from profile. Let's check. There is November lunchtime. This ranks. Yeah, we can do this. Everything is fine. Then is it really important to go from profile to list of submissions? Is it something like my list of submissions though? The only recent activity, it's here. What are you talking about? I mean, maybe it isn't extra convenient because I cannot open this in new page, like in Codeforces, but it's good enough. Oh, I cannot open the code. The solution is just put links here. Unless, it's an ongoing contest. Alrighty, then I'm changing this. The report button is something else, okay? We will maybe later talk about how to make this reporting easier, but I wouldn't, I'm not an expert here. I wouldn't know how to do it better. Oh, again, there are too many messages and I'm 6 minutes behind, damn it. Please, people, be slower. I can turn on slow mode, but it's really about when you're thinking about typing something, just think how important it is, just if it's not repeated. List of submissions. So yeah, this is just is submissions even profile page. No, I want to say in profile page make submissions clickable. I mean interactive, that you can click a link and open the code. So can I do that for other people? Let's say, I don't know, any name. Omnik, is Omnik here? Is tourist or Gennady? No, damn it. Just give me anybody's top performers. Oh yeah, okay, I see the same. All right. Let's quickly go through the chat. A small deal. Submission search user. You can see the top of the leaderboard, right? Whatever. I don't want to investigate some path with 4 steps and add a separate button to make it 2 steps. Then you really make things uglier, but by introducing a new button. Maybe once the website is good. There are much more important things than this. Finding others 100 pointers is not good, like when you search it, it shows partially accepted too. Yeah, but you can go to the leaderboard, right? That should solve it. Okay, let's rush through this. Open problem and send username in all submissions. Off topic, you pronounced Indian names really well. Am I? I think I kind of do it like I would do in English. But thank you. Do you remember this guy, Eric too? Yeah, I do. I don't know who that is, but it made me laugh. Did Codechef offer you to make lectures? Kind of. But not really. It's complicated. I won't do it though. So I want to focus on Codechef today. Please make me mod. Right now the chat isn't toxic, but you can write to me on Discord about being a mod. Add a copy option in the sample test cases? Not important. You can see all submissions here. View, there is view. I need to learn how to use Codechef. Is there some submission page here? At the bottom of user page there are problem tags, alright, but I mean, yeah, here, but what do I do with them? Just writing to increase your new messages. Come on, stop. You cannot actually see the submission times. Yeah, we will redesign that. CS Academy has very good UI. My first platform, it was some Polish platform. Look, I understand if some people here don't want long challenges. I like them and they are something unique. No, I'm not going to suggest them to stop long challenges. It's very good to practice. I recommend it to others. So this is, don't want it. Reveal problems gradually in log. No, I don't want it. Timer not available on problem pages. Is it important though? In AdCoder they resolve it by putting something in bottom right. I'll put it problem timer like in AdCoder. This is at the very bottom of this list of important things. From when you learned front-end dev? From nowhere. I didn't. Problems are not ordered by difficulty. I think shuffling problems is more beneficial than arranging them difficulty-wise. Don't change that feature, at least people read all problems. It isn't true that people read all problems. Check problems by tags section, it's a mess. We will get to tags. What I don't like is that it isn't specified if problems are sorted or not. What they should do is they should say problems are sorted, or they should say problems are in random order. It's worst to guess. Both options are fine by me. I see advantages of both. Always sort problems by difficulty. Of course, this means at the very beginning when there are 0 submissions, or never do it. I don't like the fact that we need to guess. I even asked about this in Codeforces, and they said, oh, we don't always do that, but this time author wanted to. Show test cases is already here. It's there. Upload test like in AdCoder. I mean, upload. Maybe this test repository. Okay, this means show tests after the contest. Stop spamming. Stop. You're wasting my time with something like read my chat. Come on. Explanation of test cases. That's true. That's true. We'll get to statements. Okay. What I think happens in Codechef is that they have 2 separate instances of a problem, the contest one and the practice one. When you solve the one in practice, it isn't really connected to the one in contest. It's also, I believe that sometimes the link to the editorial is only in one of the 2 instances, and that's very bad. Maybe unify a contest practice version of a problem. Show it solved in contest if you upsolve, after you upsolve. Would you get back to Codechef as an admin? I don't have time for that. I don't want now to be coordinator of any competitive programming website. We'll get to sample tests. Problem checklist. It's not important. They could put all long contests into separate gym channel. To improve the upsolving experience, there should be a list of problems, like problem set in Codeforces. AdCoder doesn't have that, but there is an external tool. Gym with all long problems. I think that for every contest, there can be that. I don't know. Better editorial needed on Codechef. I don't know how to... We can one day take a look at their editorials, but I don't think they are bad. I think they are better than on Codeforces. I know editorials from AdCoder too, but those are meant for high-rated participants, at least those from AdCoder Grand Contest, so it's hard really to compare. But Codechef editorials, the written ones, are better than Codeforces editorials. Sample explanation. So about the statement, there should be stronger samples and with sample explanation. Stronger samples, the existence of sample explanations and drawings. This is very important to me. Delays with getting Ladus. Man, I'm sure that they are aware of this. This is not something for me to do. No? I'm sure if there are issues with Ladus, they are aware. But I don't want to remove this because then more people will keep suggesting. Don't want it. Fix delays with Ladus. It's a bit bad that I'm putting this in don't want it category. Sure I want it, but that's not something I care about right now when I'm improving their website. Same here. So this is don't want it / can't do anything about it. Not my business. This is not about the website. Standing does not reveal points. Aren't points always 100 and 0 or just 1 and 0? What is it? Okay, chat, tell me now. Mirzayanov misspelled, recheck. Yes, this was misspelled. This is how you type it. Mirzayanov. Is this really a deal in any rated contest? The points which go down with time? Is there something like that in Codechef? YouTube editorials have a lot of audio issues. Another day we'll take a look at YouTube editorials. Problem points distributed based on problem difficulty. Some platforms do that, some do not. Both options are fine. So, AdCoder checklist exists because API is better there. To allow external tools like AdCoder. Okay. Adding blah 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 in cook-off lunchtime. Balanced. This is not something I can just tell them, hey, you have difficulty gaps, please fix it. It isn't that easy. When you want to have, let's say, 5 problems or 4 problems, whatever, there will be some difficulty gaps. This topic is discussed from time to time, even in Codeforces. Downvote button. They are fine without it. When seeing submissions, you can't see fully accepted solutions on Codechef. You can only... Okay, this comes up again. Regarding make solutions clickable. Search submissions. This instead of AC. Not frequent contests, it isn't something you're just fixing like that because somebody tells you. No. If they have enough quality, they can improve the quantity. I think unifying practice and contest will mess with bottom of profile page. Then remove bottom of profile page. I should make more questions. Do you mean problems? It takes time. I can do it, but then I will not stream. What about that? For my keyboard, check frequently asked questions. This is a very important question, how much? If you are asking how much money I'm getting, then I won't reveal it. This isn't public information. When you delete user in Codechef, it remains in country standings. Whatever. Rate practice questions. Maybe. Fine. Remove that. I want to reiterate on that. Codechef isn't a bad platform. There are some people complaining that Codechef is bad and there are two reasons. One is problem quality is bad. It isn't the best. AdCoder is better, but so what? It isn't bad. And the other one is the fact about the sponsorship by an academy. So I say whatever, the same content is free, so it's all good. Just for people who joined recently and still think that. All right, now we have this list. But it's not that I will just give them this long list and they should fix it. This is a very important point, virtual participation. This is something that most likely they cannot do, because if they could, they would already do it, right? More frequent updates in the leaderboard. Better announcement systems can be designed. But now, after all of this, what about we look at the main page and design a better one? Wait, I don't want to talk about unrelated things. I would never get things done here today. Some steps to cheat. And is it all to say something in your LinkedIn account? Then a good solution would be to mark some LinkedIn accounts as, cheaters. All right. Okay. So let's stop discussion on other things. Look at this website. What is unnecessary here? Okay. I'm going to close that. What is this? Okay, their initiative they care about. I would say something like this should be in more. Where is it? Here in top right. More. Our initiative. Oh, go for gold is here. Monthly contests. Those are the free rated ones. Oh, we will do some votings for sure. That will happen later, but for example, when they have a contest announcement, like this one. See, they write down all the people working on problems here and translators. And I would say, what's the point? This makes the graphics so ugly. I would say that translator should be provided, like their name, in translation for that language. Sorry, but I don't care who translated to Vietnamese. I don't. When you open a contest and okay, when I open a problem, read problem statements in blah 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 blah. If I open that, sure, show here, maybe at the bottom, who translated it. Why not that? For some time I will not interact that much with the chat, so I'm moving you to my second monitor. Remove recent questions, maybe. Okay, but contest and voting about that later. First, let's focus on the main page. Give a link to problem setter's profile instead of adding it to banner. Maybe. First, this page, okay? This one, the thing we're looking at. The YouTube video link on the right can be excluded. I'm sure that they want to promote it. They will want to leave it, and it does make sense. To be honest, I don't like the video. Let's see that with sound. Will you hear it? Yeah. This is their video. I hate this kind of videos. I think that companies are stupid. Does this get you excited? I mean, the message is, of course, that, hey, you can learn competitive programming on our YouTube channel, right? And for sure, some people like it. I hate it. I get why this is here. Recent blog posts. Okay, right now, are they interesting? Were you there at the Indian programming camp? Conversations with Codechef. Top 5 latest trends in technology? Really? Blockchain? Is this what they want on Codechef main page? Bebras challenge. Is this a math competition? Okay, I know what this is, and this is a cool thing. Codechef on Facebook. Isn't it here already? Follow us. This is redundant. If you have this, well, don't do that. On the other hand, for sure, having this rectangle for Codechef Facebook page for sure increases the number of people who will follow. Problem submission. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Why do I want this big rectangle for all submissions? Oh, this is how I can see somebody. Okay. So in Codeforces, imagine that here, let's say below your profile, there is a link to all submissions by all people. Some point I see is that you can see if the judge is busy. For sure, shouldn't be on the main page. Okay. What else? Can I make a screenshot? Okay. Let's remove some stuff. Big size, red. So submissions, remove, right? Search problems. You can view all problem tags here. What are the tags? Oh, I see. They have a lot of tags. No, sometimes tags are like the name of somebody. Is really that the best way to find problems by some setter? Maybe it is. But this list of tags isn't very good. Atif 20. I don't even see from which contest this comes from. That's very bad about practice page. Ext contest, is that it? Is that the name of a contest? No. Is it expired contest? The middle, recent questions move to the right. I agree, yes. Copyrighted. Do you think that in their first YouTube video they used a copyrighted music? Catering to normies. Apple makes promos like this for iPhone. Exactly, like that's the feeling, right? Leaderboard on left or right side instead of leaderboard in moving banners. Agreed. Editorial display is very tiny. That later. Make a roast video. This is one big roast session. All right, this goes away because it's in initiatives. Search problems, maybe it should be redesigned. It shouldn't be like that. I think there should be a support to good system to practice. It's very important, but not like this. There should be maybe recent problems, like in Codeforces problem set, and there will be tags there. Upcoming contest, yeah, good, this stays. Maybe not in this exact format, but I want it. Announcements, sure, they need an announcement. But this is kind of related to that, right? Should announcement isn't just the main recent thing? Maybe announcements should have a button for more, or like more blog posts. So it would be kind of combined, like that. Not sure. I would say that we removed that. I'm not sure about that. This, I think, should be removed because we have followers, but maybe they just want to promote their Facebook page a lot. Recent questions. They should leave that only if they really want to focus on their discuss page. But everybody thinks that their discuss page is shit, right? I like the ratio here. And I will say that this should stay, maybe not in this format. Again, orange will mean that, yeah, fine, whatever. This. I would maybe do it different. Maybe this should be a big YouTube button. No, the big red logo. Rename the thumbnail roasting Codechef. But the point is, if you want to make something better, you need to see flaws. Is Ericto also a tag? You can check. External contest, thank you. And sorry that I'm reading this now after 3 minutes. You can cut the unwanted part on Paint so that you can see the last result clearly. we can then make a new drawing. Include all-time highest contributors instead of monthly highest contributors. Both make sense. The whole website seems very juvenile and not serious. But you know, this is not a good feedback for them, because you don't tell somebody, hey, it's just bad. You suggest them how to do it better. They don't have blocks like Codeforces. There's no announcement on contest block like in Codeforces. Yeah, but recent questions are, you know, everything like in Codeforces, right? And these are actually announcements. Nothing left. Just get rid of everything. New to programming and don't know where to start. Start here. Something like that makes sense. On the main page, you know, when somebody new opens the page, codechef.com, what should they do first? Right now, they will have no idea, right? They will try one of those, practice and learn or compete. But on compete, they will see a list of a lot. Yeah, oh, okay. Search problems, this is actually resolved by practice and learn. That should be kind of the list of problems. The top performers, so the top rating, should likely become the main thing. How is it resolved in Netcoder? Let's see. In Netcoder, there are recent announcements and blocks. You can mix that. Codeforces here has any announcement, any kind of contest will be here. Like so, this is on the right in Netcoder, like that. On the left, there are just contests because they focus on contest and this. Codechef will not make it that simple because they have more stuff. They want to promote their videos. They for sure want to promote the Unacademy courses, and sure they can and they should. Why not? There is a timer here. That's not important. Then there is ranking. So AdCoder doesn't display the top players by default here. Oh, they do, just here at the bottom. Let's see. I don't know if I ever saw that this is here on the left. Top performers, top contributors, view all. Should Codechef just copy other websites? Is that fine? I'm not a designer. Improving the problem set interface is most important. Yes, it is important, but the main page is already, so random. I've read the comment by Lost Coder. Erichta to Codechef people. Look, I have crossed everything on front page in my drawing, so make a new website. Yeah, I will just show them this and we'll tell them, give me money for designing a new website for you. No matter what tools you use, like Paint, as long as you get the job done. Show author name on blog. Good point, like in Codeforces. So, recent questions. There is no show more button. View. Should those two be mixed together? Recent questions and recent blog posts? So far we rushed through a lot of things. Now I need to think. Upcoming contest on front page. It is here. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't put more than one. For sure, it would be strictly better to change this to, say, December challenge, and then, let's say, December, I don't know what is next, cook-off. Just show two next contests. I wonder if we want to leave this. This is redundant with upcoming contest here. Do we want to actually remove the whole banner? What else? Indian Computing Olympiads. So this is again repeated with an announcement. Lunchtime video editorials. This is kind of repeated with this advertisement. Oh, I see that even for video announcements they put translators of problems. That's just ugly. Top performers. How does it behave? If I refresh the page, will it show this and then after 10 seconds switch to every next thing? Oh, it changed. Is it random? That wasn't here before, right? It was lunchtime editorials. Copy code forces with @coder style UI. Yeah. Great artists still. Maybe utilize the white space on left and right. Maybe it's done like this to support phones better. Change the timing of cook-offs. For sure they did the thinking about the timing of contests. I will not suggest something else for them. I will make it code forces finally. I want to avoid it. When I see two websites or products, one is better than other, you will try to just make the worst one to be the better one, right? But that's not the best possibility. Code forces isn't perfect. Is this a sponsored stream? Oh, maybe I should actually say that I don't have to stream this. So I'm streaming this. I'm not forbidden. Okay, it's like that. I do get paid for reviewing Codechef, but it isn't related to YouTube. Just like a problem setter is paid, I'm paid today for reviewing Codechef for them and giving them some feedback about it. As an extra, I'm streaming this to talk with you guys about it. It isn't confidential what I'm doing. Maybe Codechef will drop me later after seeing how much, negative feedback there is. Because, as you can notice, I don't like many things about Codechef website. They better pay me. Like they told me they will pay me. Separate window for recent editorials rather than mixing them with announcements. Yes, this site is huge in India. Fine. I'm now up to date with chat. Still 100 times better than Top Coder Arena. I agree. Is it time to do some polls? Because I can ask you about various things, like, do we remove this banner completely? And then recent questions. Let's get back to this. I crossed this with orange because it isn't important for sure. That shouldn't be the main point. Right now, the main part of the website is recent questions. But how is editorial more important than a problem? So if you enter a website and you want to practice, first you would want to see a problem statement, not the editorial. And some small detail is that here this should say the author of the blog. I need to think. They will charge me, maybe. Remove the cartoons on the banner. Okay, what is here? Practice and learn is IDE, DSA learning series, search problems by tags, practice problems by difficulty level. Are problems from not rated contests included here? Tell me, chat. Is every problem here from a rated contest? I don't see how to check that. Decode division 1. Okay, I think not. I think this is from unrated as well. Is this sorted by submissions? Oh, because just excuse me. I don't think it's a good idea to sort by successful submissions increasingly. This should be, in my opinion, the main page here should be problems sorted by time. So I want to get exactly this, right? Problem name, the number of accepted submissions, and maybe from what contest this is. It's less important here. Let's start designing the page. So this is main page, not only main page, but in practice and learn should point to problem set sorted by time, showing name, contest, difficulty, at our count of accepted submissions, and tags, like in code forces. Okay, by default shows all problems, but introduce a button to show only rated from rated contests, or the other way around. Maybe by default it shouldn't show all. Right now this is kind of useless. How do I choose a problem to practice? Everybody wants to practice recent problems. Maybe it isn't that logical, but it is a case. But in particular, you can ask a question still. You want to practice something relevant. Then there's IDE. Is this this is for free or not? Oh, it's for free, nice. cool thing. Codechef Wiki. What is Codechef Wiki? Kind of FAQ, right? It's a bit strange that this is in Codechef Wiki and instead of that Codechef problem setting, I always use this page. There is guidelines for setters, testers, editorialists. I remember when I was a coordinator for them several years ago, I started rewriting this page, but I never finished. But I'm not going to now work on their wiki. Let me read the chat. Polls, please. Yes, there will be some, for sure. Lack of announcements between contests? What do you mean? Like during the contest? Wildfire, I don't understand your comment. They should pay you for what you're doing right now. They do pay me for what I'm doing right now. For harsh review, one should contact Umnik. But will he give constructive criticism? Rated. Give us API and nothing more. Don't you think it should not be easy, medium, hard, and instead difficulty levels? I mean, easy, medium, and hard are difficulty levels. All right. Search problems. This shouldn't be, I need to grab a drawing tablet. This shouldn't be search problems there, just should say problems or recent problems, or problem set. This should say, just let's say, problem set. Not that big. And if they want, they can put it here, or maybe it should be just there. Then this thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, time for the first poll. Treat it as a test. Later, I will maybe just create a big Google form, and on Discord I will give you a link so you could go through it in your time. It will have like 30 questions. What is better, this or that? Straw poll. This is easiest temporary thing. Oh, this is just for a single question. All right then. So should this rectangle stay in your opinion? And in my opinion, disadvantage is, well, it takes place. And the advantage is that, yeah, you really promote something like this Indian Computing Olympiad. More people will look at that than at any kind of announcement like this. And it's a good thing. They want, if they want to promote something like Indian Computing Olympiad, they want people to participate in that. So, you know, the banner is in some way good. Should banner stay at the top? This is called, I think, carousel banner. The fact that there are multiple of them. Should banners stay at top? Yes, maybe, no. Regarding the difficulty levels of problems, it isn't easy to compute them. In the long run, yes, they should do. It's great that Codeforces introduced that, but it doesn't mean that every platform needs to do it as soon as possible. Is there any harm in copying Codeforces with some slight changes? Yes, Codeforces doesn't try to achieve the same thing. Codeforces has different community, different ecosystem. I'm between maybe and no. You can toss a coin, then with 50% probability mark one answer, otherwise the other. If everybody approaches his polls this way, it will work well. If you're between answers, just vote randomly between them. Okay, recent questions. Other than editorial, we have, has anyone received something I don't understand results? What is TCS and QT? And why do people not speak in English here? Is actually there a rule on Codechef to speak English and not Hindi? Apparently it's a hot topic because there are so many views. Is this just... what is that? Oh, I see. It's like init code. Somebody shared their experience. So many views. I'm surprised. Problem from Geeks for Geeks. Preparation, placement. I see. This is just like Codeforces recent posts. This is, I don't see difference with that, recent actions. It's just that editorials are in separate blocks. That's the main difference. TCS is an Indian company. I figured that. I don't know what they do. Do you think Codechef should copy Codeforces' system of proposing entire contests? I don't care. I mean, Codechef has a mixed system, right? Single problem versus a whole contest. Delete language called Hinglish, I hate it. I don't like opening something on YouTube because it has English title and then realizing it isn't English after 10 seconds. Indian companies selection exam. I don't see why Mike Mirzayanov would remove me from top contributor list. Should be recent posts rather than recent questions. Oh yeah, this is very bad because many people treat problems as questions, which I don't like, but that's a separate topic, and that's confusing. That should be recent posts. No, because people don't like discuss. This is part of Codechef Discuss, right? Yeah, discuss codechef.com. People don't like it, so it shouldn't be that significant. Recent blog posts. What do we do here? And let's see the results of a poll. Yes. 60% voted yes, banners should stay at the top. All right, then we have banners at the top. It's now... This should be clickable where it shows you your time zone. Merge Codechef with Codeforces. I think they should stay separate. What is that? Connect Facebook? Is it that important for them? Open the paint. For me, it's obvious that it isn't that important that you want to display it. Move those buttons to profile page. Right? Now, what is here? To-do list? My to-do list. I apparently don't use it. I think removing that is enough already to merge this into that. No, you already get rid of some space. But let's investigate those buttons. Our initiatives associate with us. I don't need this as a participant, but I'm sure that businesses do need it. And more. What is IOI? They describe what IOI is. Chef forces. Or you can take prefix of Codeforces and suffix and Codechef, and you will get Codechef. I will write this down, the width of website. Maybe they actually want to address it. I'm bad at web design to say if this is a good thing or not. Have you become Codechef moderator? No. I guess we can call it freelancing. In December, for several hours a week, I'm going to just focus on reviewing Codechef to give them feedback so they would improve. Should we try to draw a new page? Or no? Let's look at this. Practice and learn. Okay, ID. I would shorten this description to just code and run. Code, compile and run. You don't need to be that descriptive. Do you also want to say code, compile, fix bugs, compile again, run? Practice problems. Those two will be merged. And I wonder how many people click this. Codechef wiki. I would put it in more. Does something happen? I see. If I just click practice and learn, it will move me to practice problems by difficulty, which is a fine choice. It's the most important thing here, though it's fourth out of five. Compete. When I click compete, I move to all. Where am I moved? All running contests? Yeah, kind of. All running contests, just I'm not scrolled down. Custom test is good enough name for that. Showed test cases of problems. That was already discussed. I have that in my Google Doc. Add problem set under contest. What where? Spac, I don't get your suggestion. Do we need discuss button if we have recent questions? Where is discuss button? Oh, this one. When I'm hovering over something, I'm looking at bottom left because there's a link there. This is discuss.codechef.com, blog Codechef, webinar, and Facebook. Okay, thinking time. What is the use of compete button? This is the only button that I use out of those at the top, because this is how I know I can find a list of contests. And also there are links to those 3 important contests. From anything here at the top, I only use this ever. Maybe once I search something here like code and run. Contest calendar. Contest divisions. External rated contests, are there any? I didn't know that there are some. Maybe those big contests that are also with prizes and they are announced in Codeforces. On undergoing contest, make it possible to open all problems on a single page. Okay, Spac, now I understand your suggestion. Not important. It isn't that important, I guess. There might be a button here. They can add a button here to open all problems at once, to see statements one below the other. I agree, but this statement is it will be very long, you know. Maybe just because of the width. In Codeforces, when you open a problem, they don't use the full page, but this is the width. And here instead it's like what, twice shorter? Maybe not twice, but a lot shorter. Because of that, it becomes longer. Including this, you cannot skip the time limit. Okay, a related issue. Time limit shouldn't be hidden among not useful things during a contest. Actually, I don't know how it looks like during the contest. Is there some ongoing contest? Present contests. Okay. From that, I only want to note this really. Time limit they can put maybe at the top. If they want, they can mix it here with submissions. But I shouldn't need to scroll down for that. Time limit is very important, and date added isn't. Source limit also people don't care usually. Languages, most of the time they are the same, but you can leave it here. I would put time limit up. Now I'm trying to redesign contest page and problem page. I wanted to first do something about this to get something done today. There should be a moderator for unrated contests. I'm not going today into unrated contests. I also think there should be some kind of moderator. Move everything in the compete page to home page. Very good idea. Kushik Sau, very good idea. Just take this, December challenge, cook-off, November lunchtime, all running contest, whatever. Put it, I don't know, here on the left. Should we try to design it? Okay. What will we have there? I guess for now we'll leave this. Then there will be upcoming contests, something like that. And what, there will be timers for 2 more. And a last ended, the most recent one. Upcoming contest should be at the place of recent questions. We can move this column around later. Button to copy example tests. All right. You're not the first person suggesting it, so I will add this. Button to copy a sample test. No, I will not take part in educational round. And dark theme isn't something I care about enough to tell them, oh, you need to do it. Right, this is upcoming contests. This can be just called contests. If you have a website about contests, then contests are very important. Okay. Oh, stupid paint. Come on. Maybe I should do this in Photoshop or GIMP. Yeah, this is very ugly. How do I move this? With Control? Okay, like that. Right. There is contests. There are, let's say, 3 of them. Only rated contests are here. There can be see all. See all or see more. More. A button for that. Their most recent contest, should it be there? Also here, most recent. Question mark. What else is here? All running contest. This gets completely removed. I mean, you just have a list. If you click see more, you will move to a list with all past, future and present contests, right? Why this? Contest calendar. Yeah, but should it be on the main page? If yes, I imagine it as maybe a word calendar. Calendar with an icon. And you can click it. Either that, or it will be in see more. Or here maybe you just want to put a calendar. It would be a bit wider. I don't know how useful it would be in small format. Remove their social and put them at the bottom. Worth considering. Will my suggestions make any change? You can directly make contact. 300 IQ is problem coordinator. I'm in talk with Codechef admin. Yes. 300 IQ isn't one responsible for a website. Like, Codechef hired me to do this feedback thing, so yes, it will make change, unless they want to just waste money on me. Why don't I design on Figma? I'm not going to use a new tool and learn a new tool. Paint works. Another banner for calendar. Maybe, that's worth considering. Anyway, now we don't need this because that's main page, right? I'm trying to get rid of the compete completely. Contest calendar, yeah. Contest divisions. This is more like rules. I don't think this should be set at the main page, right? This is rules. Obviously, it's not that I will send Codechef this paint drawing. I will describe it to them in some kind of document. Okay, this is work in progress. Somebody said move this thing down. I mean, so this gets removed and it moves to a page because this is to connect your account with Google, Facebook. Okay. Follow us. They likely want to get many people to follow them on different pages, and then they will want to put it close to the top. So I will not tell them to remove it. Personally, as a participant, I don't mind this. It doesn't take that much space. All right, we have contests. Then announcements, the YouTube thing. So YouTube logo, I imagine like that. Just this. No. Paint doesn't have a shift button to save, the ratio. If they want to promote YouTube a lot, maybe put this here with some kind of text below. So this will say blah blah blah. The more you want to promote it, the bigger it should be. But it doesn't have to be here. I put it here only because it was there previously. But actually I can... No. This in some way belongs to learning category. If website is about contests and learning, maybe there are contests here, but maybe also there should be problems tab here. I think that problems are so important that it shouldn't be hidden here at the top. It should be here, like see recent problems. Or like recent editorial, recent lecture or article. Why don't they hire UX expert? This is something very special. Okay, when you build a website for professionals, you need to understand what they do. Okay. Let's say that you want to build some internal tool for, I don't know, Google developers. Who should design such a tool? One of Google developers. When you want to design a competitive programming website, designer must be a competitive programmer. So it's not that they can hire any UX expert. How it's exactly designed here, yeah, I'm not the best to decide that. I just want to propose something. I don't care how they will move around things later at the end. I should decide, and I can do it while discussing with you, chat, what should be on the main page. And this is something UX designer will not be able to do. Okay? And if I just write down, okay, I want their recent contests, coming contests, a calendar of contests, there can be a YouTube icon, there can be a few recent blogs, just stuff like that. What we will get is this. And sure, there can be some back and forth. I can tell them, hey, make this smaller, remove this and that. But if you want this to look nice, you need to have experience in competitive programming to understand what is actually used. There should be recent contests. Yeah, remove that and put recent editorials here. That's actually so simple. Don't have this. Don't have like a banner here for lunchtime editorials. Just this should be YouTube editorials. Adding more rated contests. Why do people require more rated contests? Do you want bad quality of contests? Do you think Codechef has more problem ideas and they hide it from you? It's like, let's say, Apple asks you for feedback about the newest iPhone, and you tell them, we want iPhone with bigger power, or like a stronger battery and better CPU, or something like that. Yeah, obviously they want to do that. I am thinking. This, I don't like that, so let me remove it. The idea was that there can be the most recent one here. So let's say this, and I don't know. Oh. Let's say this one is without a counter because it already passed, and then there should be a link to editorials here. Oh. What about this? This will be for future contests. Okay, and maybe this will be the same column, but also put the last contest, the most recent. I don't know if you can say last. I think you get the idea. Last contest. Move this. I don't know how to use paint. Oh, I can do this. Okay, last contest. This. And what is important about the last contest? The rank list. You want to say, oh, who won? Okay. So there will be. This is just an idea. Okay, tourist won. Or actually, he has different nickname. There is second place, third place. Maybe this will be more to the bottom. But this. And there is a reason why, for example, Codeforces displays your nickname in color, and why there is top rating, because it motivates people. They want to get there. This is very, very important. I understand that now I'm adding a completely new item there to the main page. It will make it more busy, there will be more things, but this is something important. But other than that, you can also add some kind of link for editorials. Of course, up below something like that, there can be here more, and you can click it, like, sure. But also editorials, it's a link. And here maybe YouTube should be promoted. See more and calendar, go below contests. Also, after this stream, I will talk with Codechef, with the Codechef admin, about what I already discovered and decided today, and I will get some feedback from them if this is what they wanted me to do. For the past 2 hours, mainly what I did is gathered idea from you and just, looked at the main page and contest page and tried to understand what is bad there. And now I'm doing something different. I'm trying to design a new main page. And this is mainly not about exact look, it's about what should be there. They will later reorder this. Oh, the editorials, I have a typo. I'm drawing this just because making a list of what should get there actually doesn't show me or you, doesn't show us how this will look. What pen do you use? Some Wacom drawing tablet. You can see frequently asked questions in the description, or type command FAQ in Twitch. Yeah, virtual participation is at the very top of the list of what they should improve. I agree that not everything should be on the main page. Maybe later I will understand, thanks to the fact that I'm drawing this stuff around. Maybe I will understand that actually there is no space to display this. Right now they do display it in one of the banners. No? Maybe what makes sense more is to remove banners, but you voted that they should stay. Remove banners and instead put this information here. We'll see how this will look like. I'm reading the chat. Please guide for beginners. What do you mean? I have how to practice page on GitHub. It says that you should solve problems. I wasn't asked to redesign Codechef. I was asked to give them some feedback about why their platform is bad. Yeah. So to all the people suggesting virtual participation, yes, it is at the top of the list. See, I have a list. Virtual participation is here. Now I'm just trying to understand what should be on the main page. Okay, we have some things related to contests. That would completely get rid of the compete button here, I think. And maybe this takes half the width of a screen, maybe 2/3, I'm not sure yet. What then? I don't need this, I have a drawing here on the left. Announcements. I moved this to the left, right? This, instead of just having this strange video that I think nobody likes, we will have editorials for the recent contest, so exactly what should be used, not the introduction. Problem set. Okay, we don't have that yet. Where should it go? Maybe above last contest? But now it's getting big. There are too many things here. Last contest is kind of an incentive also to absolve, maybe. Then we can say that the main page should be about the coming few contests, maybe one of them, maybe 3. It should be about practicing too. And there must be announcements. And I cannot add new stuff and keep everything that was there before. Recent blog posts. So this is for sure unified. Announcements and blog posts are the same thing, so make it the same thing. There. What is that? Recent posts and announcements. I think one can be below the other. I will not spend much more time on that because now you likely see that I don't really have a good idea for that. I'm not a designer. Maybe this. So one side of the screen will be this, boring stuff. If editorials are here, then this gets rid of half of the page here. This is editorial, this is editorial, 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 and there should be some more likely. Most of recent questions, I guess most of the month, will be about editorials. Then you can decrease this number of recent posts and just don't include editorials there. Is that a better website? Did I buy PS5? No. I tried to win. There was a competition where top 8 participants get a PlayStation 5 and I was 9th. I spent 15 hours on that competition. It was a long optimization problem lasting 1 month and I got 9th place. I'm so angry. Don't include author in problem tags. Problem tags are also on the list of things to improve. Automatically do the div1, div2. Gaurav, I agree, but there's something technical about it. They cannot make it right now. I told them that why do you show me division 1 and division 2? But I will move to contest page later. Now I'm redesigning the main page. Editorials related posts can be on main page. Website should be responsive. Yes, it should. They don't need a large graphic saying long challenge. I gave you a voting poll for the banner thing, and most people said that the banners should stay. Xelos says you always want to go to all contests, go to search all problems, go to users ranking. There's no concept of recent posts. Okay, your point is that this, well, these recent questions so far, it included the thing below editorials. So far, recent questions here was the same with recent posts on the right in Codeforces. After we remove editorials, then this becomes completely unrelated to contests, I would say. But well, Codeforces also has those blocks. I agree that go to all contests, problems, and users ranking is much more useful. The question is whether Codechef accepts the idea of not caring about the forum and not, advertising the forum. Do you want to put blog posts and announcements together? Those announcements are maybe in one category here. I would say that, yeah, there should be something like that maybe on the main page, but then just most participants can not care about this 1/3 of the screen. That being said, I'm not sure. If it was only for convenience of participants, I would remove the recent blogs from here and the announcements. The recent blogs and announcements, this is like the main page in Codeforces. This. Just subtract the announcements about Codeforces rounds. But I know this Innopolis Open Olympiad. So those posts, or Codeforces new feature, I guess, this corresponds to announcements, and recent blog posts, they are kind of an extension on announcements. We can, I think, assume that announcements is kind of the most important of recent blogs here. And the blogs are whatever goes in the top on the Codeforces main page. And recent questions, this is exactly discuss.codechef.com, and it is like blogs in Codeforces. So this corresponds to recent posts in Codeforces. Another person says that follow us bar should go to the bottom. It should, but also Codechef wants to advertise their pages. They want to say, oh, we have 500,000 likes on Facebook. Yeah, I prefer if this is at the bottom, but likely they will not. Codechef user stories. Is there anything that we want to discuss about cheating? Not now. Recent posts maybe should be renamed. What about changing this to just say discuss? I see how Paint is bad for this designing job. You can click discuss, or maybe this will be the logo of their discuss forum, and just those are a few. Just to avoid the see more button at the bottom. So I don't think that many are now important. Are they? Maybe they are. You want to preserve some kind of community thing. But they actually take less space. So it's more like that. It didn't work? What happened? Oh yeah, because I'm trying to type. So it's more like that. That's the look I'm going for. Information about the last contest, and that includes links to editorials. I don't know if each one of them separately or just this, I'm not sure. And maybe a link to YouTube editorials as well. The coming contests. But now I would say that this goes to the left side, like that. Is this good? On the left, coming contests. I don't like that design, but they will reorder that. They will figure it out. It's about what is here and whether it's not too much. Problems. The only thing about practicing here is the middle column, the last contest thing. And I can move this slightly more to the bottom, but now I don't like this new thing. We need to remove something. And you can use some practice button or the list of problems. Yeah, I don't know, let's say problem set, something like that. This button first, and then there will be the last contest. It's a bit related because this is also about practicing and you read editorials, but now it's just too much, right? They should include copy test case button and alert for notifications. Yes, that's also in the list. And I'm right now not looking for new issues about Codechef. I'm just thinking what should be on the main page. And I want to grab something to eat. Give me a minute. Maybe two columns interface will be more familiar. Yes, but then we need to remove something. On code forces we have two columns, but notice how much stuff there is in those columns. The left side is to care about the most recent competition, usually it's this one, and it's about the next competition and about the past many competitions. You can scroll. Right. What do we have on the right? On the right we have basically everything. So there's, I think it's best to use like 4 items here. If you want to go with one-page look, I would say that on the right you should decide about 2 or 3 items to put there. Maybe this and then nothing more. Or if you go for scrolling, if you want to accept the fact that the page is very long, then you can do however much you want. AdCoder went for just 2 things on the left. Contests, recent, upcoming, counts per moment. I wasn't aware of that. And the ranking, and already actually AdCoder has this one-page look, and I don't know if I ever scrolled down here. Ranking, I didn't see this ranking. I always click here. I'm not a designer, but I would guess here that it's one-page look, like this one, and then people don't even try to scroll down, and then try to keep things short. No. Or the code forces scrolling thing. This is also fine. But AdCoder has it easier because AdCoder doesn't try to do other things. Codechef does. In my drawing, if we want to save stuff, I would say that we can remove this leaderboard list. But again, right now it's here. It's among the banners. There is leaderboard, right? Or not? Wait, no, it isn't the case. It's just top performers. Drop-downs are better. You might be right. Never have scrolled on AdCoder. Yeah, me neither. But also AdCoder doesn't try to be community. Like, it doesn't support the forum. It doesn't have video editorials that they want to promote. Let's see what is here in Codechef that doesn't make sense in AdCoder. Contests and the calendar, it is here and more. Actually, AdCoder is all about this page. The problem set, all the initiatives like Indian Computing Olympiad, video editorials that discuss, none of that is there. Banners is separate thing. We can imagine this page without banners. New to programming, AdCoder, I guess, doesn't have any. Oh, it does. How to get, okay, this is how to start thing, and it takes more space here than in Codechef. There are no announcements, but also AdCoder doesn't have anything like Indian Olympiad. Discuss. This doesn't exist in AdCoder. This doesn't. This was optional anyway, but maybe it's a sign that we shouldn't use it. In Codeforces we do. We see in block is then edited, and we see the top 3 or top 5. Why is the stream at YouTube a bit delayed? This is how YouTube works. Alright, I'm going to grab something to eat. Windows Paint for the win, that's right. Why are the physics equations there in the background? Why not? Science is beautiful. Are you looking to become web designer? Apparently. I'm doing those things in Paint, and I spent 15 minutes on it only to see how cluttered the view would be, if that's a word. Clustered? How busy, how full the view would be, how much stuff we can pack there. An academy is coaching cluttered. Yeah, cluttered is a word. Okay. I have this, while grabbing something to eat, I had this feeling about the, oh, not this, well, I mean this, the winners of the most recent contest. Why people from the top participate in Codeforces contest? Because they will be displayed here on the right, and also when they write anything in the forum, and the Codeforces forum is big, their color will be displayed, right? That's some motivation. Plus here there is top 5, everybody sees it. I don't think it's that important, but it's some reason. In AdCoder, you have amazing problems, and well, you have some rating system, but also there is yearly, lasting 1 year, AdCoder grand finals or whatever, and you gather points. In TopCoder also there is some initiative like that. Codechef doesn't have anything like that. Just like in AdCoder, people don't really care that much about rating. I would say it's same for TopCoder and for Codechef. I don't think people care about rating other than Codeforces, at least in Poland. And adding things like this, displaying winners on the main page, in some way helps in that. Helps in the fact that people should want to compete and be in the top. Codechef does recognize top rankers in their Codeforces blog, not on their website though. I think it isn't always true. Is there lunchtime here? No. 300 IQ did that, right? Sorry about the noise from neighbors. So as you see here, they don't recognize winners in Codeforces. Maybe a badge one can show. I don't know. Right now I'm thinking about it only in terms of what to put on the main page. So discuss is the same as recent posts. If we move follow us to the bottom, then what about this thing, new to programming? Also, we can try to make this into 2 columns instead of 3. But some things, like this, it's good to display it on the side only with small width. You don't want to make it wide. But maybe same is true here. No? Now I would say that we can just straight make this Codeforces style, where this takes the left 2/3 of a screen, and then this is just, small things on the right. And the stream will last around 40 minutes more, so it will end just before educational round if you want to participate there. Right now I would say that the thing I will tell Codechef admins today is that virtual participation is very much requested and they should start working on it. And I will bold what I will talk with them about today. Okay, wait. maybe looking from the bottom. Gym with long problems, problem checklist, this, problem timer, better difficulty tags. Something like better difficulty tags, it isn't just about 1 minute of discussion. I'm looking for things with good ratio of gain divided by effort. And this is one such thing. Button to copy a sample test. A lot of people requested it. I will move it to top as well, because apparently you want it. Add a friend. This was also requested a lot, but it's a bigger deal. Also, let's try to choose things that will not change after any website redesign. And yeah, sure, this should work. They are not going to change the way they present a problem by a lot. So they can work on this right now. Better announcement system. I don't think this should be done yet, because I will anyway try to redesign the contest page. Okay, so that later. More frequent update in the leaderboard. I can mention that to them. Right, shouldn't hurt. This, yeah, that's important. And this is also independent from all the changes on the website. And again, it's very convenient in Codeforces that when you practice and you submit something, you will see as first wrong test, or at least first 200 characters. But in Codechef, they have huge tests. They have only a few test files because of judging system limitations. They don't want to process 100 files, input files. But only then it would be possible to give you small tests. And for this, stronger sample explanations, this is mainly about writing some points with recommendation, with advice for authors and for coordinator. So it's not that I will tell them this line today and they will apply it. In particular, in Codeforces, when something is badly prepared like that, I always complain in comments. Put drawings, sample explanation, stuff like that. Same with gym competitions. Friend system is necessary? Why? What is faster, Codechef or Codeforces for feedback to the submitted solution? Similar. My FAQ helped a lot to buy you new PC. I don't know, I'm not sure if you need to follow my FAQ. My PC doesn't have a strong graphics card. If you want to play mainly video games, you will get similarly strong system for video games for cheaper. Okay, if not for games, then fine. Yeah, the drill is annoying. I hope you agree that those 4 points are important, that Codechef should start working on that. Each of those is mostly independent from any other change I'm going to suggest to them. So can't wait for the sub button. I don't know if you will get it. Nice YouTube logo drawing. You mean here? I copied it from the internet. I didn't draw it. Okay, what if I put this on the side? And on the left, the current view. Make it smaller. Hey, this is current versus new. Is this thing on the right actually better? What are the differences? Submissions, yeah, submissions were just straight useless. What did I add? I added here everything about contests. A lot here is about contests. In particular, the first column is very short, but so is here. I don't know if it's a good idea to look so much at the current website. Redesign can mean that we do something completely new. If I were to choose Twitch or YouTube, Twitch for streaming, YouTube for videos. And this YouTube button actually isn't anymore a YouTube button. It's for video editorials from the last contest. If Codechef wants to promote their YouTube channel, I think it's much better to do it by, instead of, right, like now showing this stupid video, instead promote the fact that you have video editorials for your contests. I'm not sure about this problem set. Maybe it should be at the top. There is this saying, if something isn't broken, don't fix it. And the compete button kind of works. I would say that you don't need all of those buttons, but when you click compete, you get this page. So should we really change it? Why we removed socials from top? They want to advertise. No. These are not socials. This says connect Google. This is from your profile. So this is where they have their socials. And this is just a stupid thing that should be in your profile. I guess it's here because it's related to logging in. Maybe if you're not logged in, then it should be here. Let me open Codechef in incognito mode. Yeah, now it does make sense, because now it says sign up with Google. It's related to login. If we don't get rid of this top row, then maybe it should stay here. Now, many people will think that this, for example, Facebook is to see Facebook of Codechef. This is what you thought a moment ago, Divat. Right now, the widest column is this one in the middle. Let's think about this for a moment. Contests don't have to be wide, sure. Announcements, they kind of do. You want to put some information here. Notice that blog posts they don't have any text other than the title. When I wrote announcements here, I actually meant blog posts, but I think it's very similar. Oh, and I removed this thing. Did I remove it from the very beginning? Yes, I did. Well, for sure, if we leave this page as it is, but I have an ability to remove this rectangle, I would. It doesn't fit at all. 3 hours on fucking Codechef. Yes, I'm spending now 3rd hour. Do something that doesn't allow people to become 5 or 6 stars from only long challenges. Maybe rating should... We will talk another day about this, but maybe rating shouldn't... By default, rating should be for short contests. But then fewer people will participate in long. Is this some advertising thing? VP and head of engineering and hack. Is this a random company? Like conversations with Codechef. Webinar series that brings together experts from the field of programming. Streamed live on YouTube. Is this on what channel? Codechef channel. Oh, they want you to register there. I see. I don't know why they want people to register for a YouTube stream. Why would I do that as a viewer? My point is, isn't it enough to put something like that on YouTube and that's it? Should they advertise this here? Do they care that much about viewership? Hike is an Indian chat type app. Is it possible that the deal is that this needs to be here? Hike is like Telegram or Discord. Okay, thank you. How much money they gonna pay you for this? I'm not disclosing that, come on. Is your money public to everybody? Alright, we have half an hour before educational round starts and I don't want to then continue streaming. What about we look at contest page? So this. Let's look at that and let's see what to improve here. I think this page is terrible. I heard that there is some technical reason for this division 1 and division 2. Okay. You should be moved somewhere automatically, but they made some decisions that made it impossible, I guess. I don't know. If you're logged in, then you should be moved automatically there. That's one thing. The other is that in contest ranks, they shouldn't display all the problems. Well, here we don't see it, but it was a case for lunchtime. Division 1, go to contest ranks, and this is so annoying. Why is it here? This is kind of obvious. Let's focus on this page, the contest page. Alright, I already said that I would remove translators. Should we have the same? Oh, whoa, there's really a lot. I cannot even make a single screenshot. Let's open a new drawing in Paint. And it's like that. I have Paint on my side to just, paste this thing. Announcements. So long. It's interesting that the main page is so short and it's one page, and then this is like infinitely long. And maybe I shouldn't actually put all of that to Paint, because I know that we will remove all of that. It's just too much. So, translators, I suggested where to put them. It should be in translations of those problems. So we get rid of this. Video editorialists. I would say put that in editorial. Like, it will be said in description of YouTube video, right? You can also link to that from editorial for a problem, and that's it. At least this is what I think. You can disagree with me, and you can describe now in chat why. And now we are left with very short list. So I don't mind it here or like in written version somewhere below. But I already removed 60%, actually more, 70%. Then on the right, contest ended. Have a look at our upcoming contests. Those are some 2 random contests. Actually, oh, okay, this is bullshit. This contest lasts for 1 year, and this one for 2 years. What is that? Did anybody from Codechef see this in past, I don't know, months? You aren't reading my comments? I do read. This can be replaced, but also we can remove. Oh, print the website on PDF. I could do that. Sorry. Actually, if I'm not wrong, they host a Zoom meeting and they stream it on YouTube. They are probably registering for Zoom. All right. When Topcoder review? Topcoder doesn't need a review. Topcoder knows what is wrong there. And when I was in Topcoder Open, there was actually a 1-hour meeting where we complained about Topcoder together. They know what is wrong. Oh, this is this contest starts in 2019, and this one also already started. This is not upcoming contest. This is actually going on contests. Oh, anyway. You can replace that with something else. Contest rank, sure, that's important. The leaderboard. This is good as well. Problems, obviously important. Scoreable problems. Well, I would say that you don't need this here. I would also say that people don't use that. But I don't know, maybe they do. In Codeforces, there is the same button for the companies. They must have some reason for it. Maybe I will cross it with orange. This is a log announcement. I think it's always copy-pasted. What about just saying editorials, link? Editorials. And it's a link. Video editorials, same thing, it could be a link. I mean, okay, this is actually some information. Sorry about the drill. They are really paying you for shitting on them. It's all constructive. No, I'm not saying everything is bad and it will stay bad. I'm showing how to do things better. And don't get me wrong, Codechef isn't the worst platform out there. I prefer AdCoder Problems rather than Codechef. I prefer Codeforce's community rather than Codechef. But still, Codechef is right now the third best platform in the world. That's quite high. No need for banner on contest page where problems are present. So you're saying remove that? Maybe. If you remove this, what happens? There is contest duration and stuff like that. But then the timer can be here before the contest. After the contest, there should be maybe some information when this contest happened anyway. So this information would need to be somewhere accessible on this page. Link to editorials can go in the right. And displaying contributors somewhere else. Yeah, for sure, contributors aren't more important than problems. They indeed shouldn't be at the top. Editorials can go on the right as... Yeah, you were right. They should have button for editorial like on AdCoder. It kind of works like that. Here, from every problem, you have a link to editorial. If you scroll to the bottom of the problem, it is there. Kind of hidden. It isn't that bad. Banner is beautiful, it adds touch and makes the site interactive. How interactive is it? This is not interactive banner. Nothing here is interactive. Actually, the time should be interactive. It should show me a page with my time zone, time in my time zone. Yes, Codechef approached me about working for them in general. Announcements this needs to be redo for sure, but it might be connected to how the problem page looks like. So the issue about this is obviously announcements. Announcements. What is this word? Announce. Yeah. Announcements. They need to be redone completely. Contest details. How stupid sentence this is. New users are requested to go through the below information to know more about the contest. And then after that you have Codechef was created as a platform to help programmers, blah blah blah. Yes, if you're a new user, before you participate in a contest, read what Codechef was created for. Sure. Okay, so... No, sorry, that was in orange. That should be in red. I don't have any doubts about this. So for now, there is no new information here. 3 hours coding contest. Yeah, 3 hours information was at the top. Not sure if you talked about this before, but I think test cases should be easily visible after contests. So is this becoming a meme already, that tests should be visible? No, I will not do code versus educational. This is kind of important. It's the first important thing. Why do they repeat it so many times? 3 hours coding contest. 3 hours. It also can be calculated from that. So I would actually redo this description. And here put something more, say, this is meant for high school students, if you want to say that. Something like that. Or say that there are subtasks. High school students. Say there are subtasks. Say what this is, how this is different. Give a short description of a contest. Don't say you can show off your computer programming skills. Maybe this makes sense if some people think that they can participate. But obviously, this shouldn't be here. There can be a link to rules or read more about our contest. Rules and regulations. I have no idea how this is so much at the bottom. Okay. Reslot maybe has good information for us. As a relatively new user, I think the information I wanted to know the most at first are like, how exactly does scoring work? How does rating change? Does rating change if I register but don't submit, etc.? Good point. They could eliminate this by making user register to the contest and showing these unnecessary things on that page. This is not a better solution. You're just suggesting that everybody should open a new page. So 2 extra clicks. No. It should be a link at the bottom. The reslot has some really strong points. And I will write this down. Text. Where's text? Scoring. Rating change. I don't really know how to say that well. But what did I click to make it disappear? No. Maybe I shouldn't do this in Paint, in Google document. Scoring and rating changes if I submit. Works. Imagine HackerF pays you to do this. And it would be similar, right? There is login back in Codechef where you relog in. It needs to terminate our previous session. Not a big deal. Yeah, wrong sub penalty. That's actually important questions. What is here? This is an iOS talk contest. Details of the failed test case will be also visible on your solution page. Do they? Oh, they mean that I see if it's wrong answer or time limit exceeded. But why also visible? Are they visible anywhere else? Can submit many times. Okay, basically move this up, redo it if you need to. This goes somewhere there. and I guess that most of that gets deleted. But there is a link to rules. Maybe not the link to rules. Did I delete something valuable here, like read more? What's in it for you? I need to read that. Okay, reminder for everybody. Code versus educational starts in 13 minutes. So if you want to participate, you should register now. Do you have anything about hiding tags? I remember just wanting to see the time limit in practice, but it literally gives away the whole solution. Very good point. Thank you, Colin. Actually, my fix is to move time limit above. You know, if it will be at the top, then you will not need to scroll down to see the tags, and it already helps, right? You will scroll there only to see the source code limit, languages allowed, link to editorial, but it's rare, so at least issue will be smaller. Hide tags in practice, not to spoil solution when you look up time limit, or just move time limit. But I will not suggest this one yet. Points in bold are for today, where I will discuss that with them today already, because it's easy to do. This one, I will move it high because I think it's important. But this boils down to the look of problem page as well. Also, congrats on your win against second threat. Nice match. Today, aren't they based in India? It's what? No, I'm sure it isn't 10 p.m. in India right now. What are you talking about? Yeah, 8 p.m. When I say talk with somebody, I mean I will write them an email or something. You know, we live in time where talking doesn't necessarily mean calling somebody, even on Skype. All right. I need to slowly finish. 5 last minutes. I have this one about contest page, and the main point here is remove a lot of stuff. Put rules quite high, and yeah, this is not all the rules, I think. Ties are broken, but who gets first, you know, who gets there first? Sure, that's important, and some people want to read it when for the first time you participate in some kind of contest. And it's very important also because different contests have different rules in Codechef. In lunchtime, your last submission matters. In cook-off, the sum of your submissions, if I recall correctly. So that's very important if you're not consistent. Announcements, yeah, I need to ask them about how is it solved right now technically. Do they display the pop-ups like in Code Versus? I think that what should happen is from time to time you open a new problem, right, or you refresh the page. Maybe here at the top in red, or just highlighted, should be information, hey, there is announcement about this problem, and either it should be here or it should be just, it should say that you should go to the contest page. No, the announcements will be here. Set reminder for the contest. Email. I didn't see that. Is it possible to do it like for all the contests from this moment, like for all future, let's say, lunch times or longs? If I'm aware of a contest, then I don't really need a reminder. I need a reminder if I don't know about the contest. What do we have for long? There is description of the long challenge. This is it's not rules. For sure, rules should be above. Partially graded, details of accept challenge problem. Prizes. I wonder if there is some place where you can put this, bullshit description. You can show off your computer programming skills, the significance being it gives you enough time to think about the problem, try different ways of attacking the problem, read the concepts, etc. Yeah, but should this be on this contest page? I would say that it should be a read more button. Second thread deserved to win. Maybe he did, but he didn't win. That's the beauty of contests and lockout matches too. They fight and then tourist wins. You have 1 more minute to register for Codeforce's educational round. So final reminder. Codechef isn't trash. Stop. Stop hating. Put this long challenge about on the left or right white space. But this will mean if you put it here on the right, it will be so high up. Like remember, there are problems here usually. Let's see the lunchtime. Okay, if you put it here, I don't want to see here on the right, like without scrolling, this information about, oh, please participate, you will be good, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to see any bullshit up to this point. Maybe later it makes sense. And nothing descriptive can be on the right, because this is a very short column. It isn't wide. The way a contest works is that they fight and then tourist wins. Exactly, that was the saying. All right. That's enough for today. As I said, the points in bold, I will tell them today. I will also try to write down my thoughts, but it will be like now, in the next few minutes or the next hour, I will write down my thoughts on this design thing. In particular, I will save my beautiful paint drawings, this and that. I think main page is a bigger challenge because there are more things that you can put there, and it also depends on how much the website cares about it. I will not decide for Codechef what should be there. It will be just my suggestion, some proposal, and they can adjust. In particular, they will be better at designing it. Okay. Then I had this I had this long list of suggestions from you, and some things we didn't really discuss enough, like the problem of cheaters and rating in long contests. This is not the last Codechef review stream. In December, for several hours a week, I want to do this. I actually have an agreement with Codechef about 7 hours a week in December. And either it will be 2 streams or maybe 1 stream and some time off the stream. I could also do the same thing off the stream. I don't know if this week I will make that second one, or it will be next week. You'll see. And I will give this all some more thought, because it's not just about looking at the website. Sometimes it's good to just, sit down like with even pen and paper, or just stare at your ceiling and think, is this important? What is competitive programming about? All right. Thank you everybody for watching. On Twitch, check out Discord, check out, what was the second thing? Calendar, if you want to see the schedule of my streams. The next one will be tomorrow. I will solve hard coder problems. That's just very stupidly copy-paste this to YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Oh, actually, this is all messed up. Okay, YouTube, if you want some links, you can at any time go to Twitch and grab them. But, oh, they are in YouTube description anyway, so never mind. Yeah, forget about it. And I will see you tomorrow and on Discord. See you. Thank you for watching. Also, Twitch. If somebody is doing competitive programming, I will rate them. Programming, code forces, lead code, code is stupid. Okay, no, nobody is doing something similar, so that's